access
You're not listening to this.
And make no mistake about it.
No, sir.
I stand before you on what I always thought was the hallowed ground of democracy. In this room, American lives have been changed so dramatically in just my lifetime through so many of your legislative initiatives, from the Civil Rights Act when I was a child, through most recently the First Step Act. Laws that have provided major opportunities for Americans to move forward and upward and more fully enjoy all of the attributes of what has been the greatest nation on earth. I've seen the changes these laws have made through my clients every day for the past 36 years. These laws have enabled me to fight for their enjoyment of a fair stake in our American project. I stand before a group of 100 United States senators who have chosen to serve your country from all corners of this great nation, giving up all sorts of professions, time with family, and perhaps other more lucrative opportunities to serve your country.
Bullshit. There ain't no
Mr.
more
President,
victory.
you are a man who so honorably served
Rich
this nation in the
bastard.
Senate and in public service
Rich crook.
before your tenure here.
Rich criminal.
It is an honor to appear in this historic hall of democracy, yet today, that honor is tempered by an overriding feeling of grave concern.
Myself.
Grave concern for the danger to the institution of the presidency that I believe even convening these proceedings indicates. The joy I believed I would feel if I ever had the great privilege of appearing before this body is replaced by sadness and pain. My overriding emotion is frankly wanting to cry for what I believe these proceedings will do to our great,
Man, too, brother.
sacred Constitution and to the American people on both sides of the Great Divide that now characterizes our nation. Esteemed members of the Senate, going forward with this impeachment trial of a former president of the United States is unconstitutional for reasons we've set out in our brief, some of which we'll focus on here, and as a matter of policy, it is wrong, as wrong can be, for all of us as a nation.
Yes, it is.
We are told by those who favor having these proceedings that we have to do it for accountability. But anyone truly interested in real accountability for what happened at the Capitol on January 6th, would of course insist on waiting for a full investigation to be completed. Indeed, one is underway in earnest already, intent on getting to the bottom of what happened. Anyone interested in ensuring that it's truly the one or ones responsible for whom accountability is sought would more than willingly wait for the actual evidence, especially with new evidence coming in every day about pre-planning, about those who were involved, and about their agenda bearing no relationship to the claims made here. They say you need this trial before the nation can heal, but the nation cannot heal without it. I say our nation cannot possibly heal with it.
That's right.
With this trial, you will open up new and bigger wounds across the nation, for a great many Americans see this process for exactly what it is: a chance by a group of partisan politicians seeking to eliminate Donald Trump from the American political scene and seeking to disenfranchise 74 million plus American voters and those who dare to share their political beliefs and vision of America. They hated the results of the 2016 election and want to use this impeachment process to further their political agenda.
Absolutely.
These elitists have mocked them for 4 years. They've called their fellow Americans who believe in their country and their Constitution deplorable.
Deplorable. I am deplorable. Ask anybody that knows me, I am deplorable.
But at the end of the day, this is not just about Donald Trump or any individual. This is about our Constitution and abusing the impeachment power for political gain. They tell us that we have to have this impeachment trial, such as it is, to bring about unity. But they don't want unity, and they know this so-called trial will tear the country in half, leaving tens of millions of Americans feeling left out of the nation's agenda, as dictated by one political party that now holds the power in the House and the national legislature. down and take dictates from another party based on partisan force feeding. This trial will tear this country apart, perhaps like we've only seen once before in our history.
Civil War.
And to help the nation heal, we now learn that the House managers, in their wisdom, have hired a movie company and a large law firm
Yeah.
to create, manufacture, and splice for you a package designed by experts to chill and horrify you and our fellow Americans.
Absolutely.
They want to put you
I just saw it.
presentation over 2 days.
And I had to stop watching. I couldn't believe it.
For healing, for unity, for accountability, not for any of those. Well, surely there are much better ways to achieve each. It is again for pure, raw, misguided partisanship that makes one believe playing to our worst instincts somehow is good. They don't need to show you movies to show you that the riot happened here. We will stipulate that it happened. And you know
Absolutely.
this is a process fueled irresponsibly
I wasn't there though. It wasn't me.
by these house managers and those who gave them their charge, and they are willing to sacrifice our national character to advance their hatred and their fear that one day they might not be the party in power. They have a very different view of democracy and freedom from Justice Jackson.
Every movie you see shows the corruption that exists in this world. And people just are going to destroy our country because they can't see it. Hollywood's going to destroy our country because they can't see it. How do they expect me to ever believe another movie they make about the little guy overthrowing the powers that be? Fuck Hollywood, buddy. Fuck Hollywood. Pardon me, Lord. I didn't mean to say that. I apologize for my language. I promised you I wouldn't do that. But it's just words. It's just words. It's no worse than his words. What he's saying. I mean, they're not bad. I mean, it's the truth. That's the problem. It's the truth. And so is what I said. Fuck Hollywood and fuck the damn and fuck the Trump haters. That's all it is. And they're destroying our country. And they're taking it away from us. And God will not permit it. God will not permit it. Not let it happen. He'll destroy the world before he lets it turn into the crap they want to turn it into. I believe that with all my heart.
Must know that they will be subject to impeachment long after their service has ended, subject only to the political and cultural landscape of the day that is in operation at any future time. This is a taken by the House managers at page 65 of their brief.
Let's impeach the whole bunch of them. Let's impeach the whole bunch of them. The whole bunch. Let's get rid of them all, man. Let's get rid of them all. Let's impeach the whole goddamn bunch. Don't let them get away with stealing this country, Lord. Trump likes his own social media. I want a job, Mr. Trump, on your social media. That's what I'm gonna shoot for. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You are not black. What do you mean I ain't black? It's none of your business what color I am. Don't have nothing to do with what I say, does it? You have to be black to say a word? Kiss my ass, kiss my big black ass. I'll say any goddamn thing I want to. That's right, including goddamn. I know the man personal. I guess I can say goddamn if I want to. Goddamn Republicans. Siding with them goddamn Democrats. Help us, Lord. Help us. Come on. Help us, Lord. Man.
These aren't just niceties. I make no apology for demanding in your name, in the name of the Constitution, that the rights to due process guaranteed under the Constitution are adhered to in a process as serious as this in our national lives. The denial of due process in this case, of course, starts with the House of Representatives. In this unprecedented snap impeachment process, the House of Representatives denied every attribute of fundamental constitutional due process that Americans correctly have come to believe is part of what makes this country so great. How and why did that happen? It is a function of the insatiable lust for impeachment in the House for the past 4 years. Consider this. Donald Trump, who I made Donald Trump has already done a number of things which legitimately raise the question of impeachment.
Yeah.
Respect this president, and I will fight every day until he is impeached. That is grounds to start impeachment proceedings. Those are grounds to start impeachment. Those are grounds to start impeachment proceedings. Yes, I think that's grounds to start impeachment proceedings. I rise today, Mr. Speaker, to call for the impeachment of the President of the United States of America.
Fuck you.
To say, impeach him! Impeach my God!
Fuck you, baby.
Impeach my God! The Republican Party
Bitch.
announced the impeachment hearings immediately on the impeachment of Trump as well.
Well, of course you would, you stupid bitch.
But the fact is, I introduced articles of impeachment in July of 2017. We don't impeach
Fucking
the president.
penthouse,
He will get reelected.
porch head. Bitch. They can say all that, I'll say whatever the fuck I want to from now on.
The days following the January 6th riot, political opportunity to score points against the
I've been to the mountaintop, and I've seen the other side. Now I ain't afraid of no man.
Mr. Pence did not comply with this extraordinary and extraordinarily wrong demand. 4 days later, on January 11th, 2021, the instant article of impeachment was introduced in the House.
Sorry, Lord.
Speaker Pelosi then gave Vice President
I get out of hand sometimes. I get angry, and I explode, and I can't help it. Please protect me from myself. Please, Lord, protect me from myself. Don't let me do this. Don't let me turn into a what I never wanted to be. Don't let me do it. Please, Lord. I don't care what I've done before. I don't care. I don't ever want to do it again.
And according to President Trump, no due process at all, over strong opposition based in large part on the complete lack of due process. To say there was a rush to judgment by the House would be a great understatement. It is not as if the House members who voted to impeach were not mightily warned about the dangers to the institution of the presidency and about our system and to our system of due process. They were warned in the strongest of terms from within their own ranks, adamantly, clearly, and in no uncertain terms, not to take this dangerous snap impeachment course. Those warnings were framed in the context of the constitutional due process. Consider the warnings given by one member during the House proceedings, pleading with the other members to accord this decision the due process the Constitution demands. Representative Cole of Oklahoma. With only 1 week to go in his term, the majority is asking us to consider a resolution impeaching President Trump. also knowing full well that even if the House passes the resolution, the Senate will not be able to begin considering it until after President Trump's term ends. I can think of no action the House can take that is more likely to further divide the American people than the action we are contemplating today.
Got that right. Absolutely. 100% correct, my friend.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Well, it's become very evident while this hearing is here and while the craziness of this hearing is finished and not having much of a shift here. But please go back up the last slide. I have no idea what number it is. Not as good a counsel as page 3. Did we cut it off after they got this? Okay, well, while we're doing this, I mean, I think it's just that the most amazing statement came out there. We're proving that Tlaib is said that he thought that he was good. The Democrats are concerned about impeachment. There's nothing the Democrats have not, Nick.
Really? Listen to this asshole now. Look, Dave, that's mine. That's right.
Trump's lawyer will say, I expect that you should dismiss this case under the gun and move on. They'll serve that this impeachment is partisan, that the spirit of bipartisanship and bipartisan collaboration requires you to put your job in case and march forward. With all due respect, every premise and every conclusion of that argument is wrong.
You don't have to do respect for nothing.
Weeks ago,
Piece of shit. Dave,
the president
Vaseline.
literally incited an armed attack on the
Oh, here it comes. Here's the big projection.
by subverting election
Bastards.
and celebrating attack.
Lies and bullshit.
People were brilliant.
Shove it up our asses.
Trump's actions and
Shove it down our throats. Pump it into our veins.
thousands of
Whatever you have to do, put it into the arms of the American people. Your vile bullshit, my friend. David Vaseline. God's coming for you, brother. Welcome to the jungle. Na, 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 na. Yeah. Welcome to the jungle.
Capitol is still surrounded with barbed wires and fences and soldiers, then we just move on. And allow President Trump to walk away without any accountability, any reckoning, any consequences.
That's what we're going to do to you, brother. You best look. Judge lest. Judge not lest you be judged. Because that's exactly what we're going to do to you, sons of bitches. When the National Guard turns them rifles around and starts pointing them at y'all, you're all going to be judged on what you said to this point, my brother. So you best repent now. Give it up, you stupid bastard. We all shall be. Not your job, brother. That's God's business. That's God's business. Not your business to judge. You will regret prosecuting my brother. If you do so, no, they the guy cut you down, buddy. East Bend 2, USC. Wow, what a prize that is. Fucking bastard.
But now, turn our attention tonight to what we're calling what is the big liberal extremist socialist democratic party lies and falsehoods. This is a short list tonight. Now, there is a false belief. Democrats, they actually value freedom. Nothing could be further from the truth. That while the classic definition of liberalism is the willingness to respect new ideas and the perception they support freedom
Can't
of
stand much
speech and
more of
freedom of
this,
choice,
boy.
freedom of expression. Well, today's radical
I'm gonna
Democratic
pop
Party is
off.
anything but. It's filled with leftists and statists. They don't want any freedom of speech and expression. They want to completely silence, cancel.
My goal here is to educate people on we are law-abiding, responsible gun owners, and please don't legislate the 150 million people just like me into being criminals. Like, because almost it has happened. You've already done it. The legislation on bump stocks. I was a bump stock owner, and I had to make a decision because do I become a felon or do I comply? Like that gentleman that just got escorted out. I will not comply
Get 'em, girl.
with these weapons.
I will not either. I don't have any, but I wouldn't comply if I had one. Come and take it.
My name is Diana Muller, and I'm an ordinary American. One who has had different life experiences that bring me here today as a dissenter of any new gun control laws, including the assault weapons ban. 22 years as a police officer with assignments that included patrol, street crimes, gangs, and narcotics. I retired to focus on a second career as a professional shooter, and I've had the honor to represent our country on the national stage. 4 years ago, I came to this town as a tourist, and during a haphazard meeting with my congressman, I asked if there was anything I should be doing to dispel the information about guns and gun owners that's running rampant on Capitol Hill. From there, the DC Project was born, an educational and nonpartisan effort of 50 women, one from every state, meeting our legislators as gun owners and Second Amendment supporters. We are as diverse as any cross-section of America. Many of our women, like victims of these mass public murders, have endured unspeakable violence themselves or lost loved ones. Their stories are similar to Kate Nixon's. It was reported that Kate knew her co-worker was unstable and felt that he would shoot up the place. Her husband encouraged her to take a pistol to work, but she didn't want to break the rules. She followed the policy that was supposed to keep her safe, a gun-free zone, and she was murdered the next day in the Virginia Beach tragedy. These laws and policies are taking away a woman's right to choose. Gun rights are women's rights. That's why I'm honored to be here today, to be a voice for the millions of Americans who share American women who share my ideology but are not represented in mainstream media or squelched on social media. As a woman, I'm likely smaller and less equipped for violence than an attacker, or if I'm outnumbered by people who may do me harm, my firearm is the great equalizer and levels the playing field. I married late in life, and I spent the majority of my adult life sleeping by myself. There were so many nights that there were bumps in the nights, and I'm sure it's happened to you guys, but I have a peace because I have a firearm by my side, specifically an AR-15. I own and carry firearms not to take a life, but to protect a life. I am worth protecting. My family is worth protecting. So why does anybody need an AR-15? Let me explain it in shoes. You wouldn't run a marathon in dress shoes, and you wouldn't go to a formal ball in sneakers. Similarly, each of my firearms have a specific purpose. The AR-15 just falls in the category of that really comfortable dressy shoe that gets called on in many occasions. It's my go-to for home defense and vehicle gun. As a competitor, I've turned a hobby into a living, and my husband hunts with an AR. The The AR-15 platform is the most popular general purpose rifle because it's the most versatile and most customizable. And freedom doesn't ask why the need. To quote William Pitt the Younger, necessity is the plea for every infringement on human freedom. It is the argument of tyrants. It is the creed of slaves. For 22 years, I enforced the laws you created, and I had a front row seat to the justice system. It's frustrating to see the revolving door where prosecutors reduce or drop charges and judges give minimal sentencing. I find it ironic in today's effort of criminal justice reform that you're taking steps to be lenient on people who actually committed crimes against laws you've already created, while at the same time proposing more laws that turn ordinary law-abiding citizens like myself into criminals. How about holding the people accountable for the laws that are already on the books before we pass any further legislation that would only be a burden on the law-abiding? If these laws were the answer, Chicago, Baltimore, LA, and even this city would be the safest city in America. The firearms community is #doing something. We are leading the way on meaningful safety measures. I implore you, work with us instead of demonizing us. Law-abiding American gun owners are not the enemy. Programs like Project Child Safe, Eddie Eagle, and the Kids Safe Foundation that teaches kids about firearm safety. Faster Saves Lives and School Shield are school security programs. And Walk the Talk America is suicide prevention programs. These are initiatives that are being driven by the firearms industry. If you really want to make a difference in gun-related deaths, get behind these programs and fund them. Because we believe one life unjustifiably taken is one life too many. Let's put firearms education back in schools and start protecting our kids like we protect the people in this building. Education over legislation. Thank you for your time to speak. Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for your time and your service.
First, most of us have been drowning in news about coronavirus for all of 2020. Occasionally China makes headlines, and when it does, it's only over bans of Australian export products. For far too many Australians, we continue to frame this relationship with China as a juggling act between our economic interests on one hand and our alliance commitments with the United States on the other. John Howard expressed it very well in a much more benign era that Australia does not need to choose between our history or our geography. But that choice has been extinguished by China's increasingly aggressive behaviour. Many in the local China lobby blame Australia for the current crisis in our relations, but that ignores the growing pushback from the EU and many ASEAN states against China's quite naked ambitions. Today, we learned that Australian wheat is the latest industry to be buffeted, with imports to China down to near decade lows amid ongoing trade tensions. To discuss this and Australia's broader national security interest, I'm joined by a man who has served Australia with courage and distinction on the battlefield and is now a senator for New South Wales, Jim Molan, a very familiar contributor on Sky News. Well, Jim, you hear some quite ominous language about a likelihood of a war between the United States and China because of China's increasingly aggressive behaviour both in the South China Sea and towards Taiwan. Do you want to expand a little on what you've had to say on the record today? Captain, good evening. Yes, I've spoken about this for some reason, and mainly it's associated with the grey zone conflict that we're in at the moment. But there's been a lot of attention to it in this kind of between Christmas and New Year. Yeah, maybe it's because there's nothing else to talk about, but I reckon there's a lot to talk about. What I've said is that war between the United States and China is not just possible, it's more likely than most people are prepared to estimate. And by not talking about it, by not admitting the possibility of it, we increase the risk of it occurring. Now, I've never maintained that war is inevitable between the United States and China. And if we add in the idea of alliances into that,
I cannot imagine a war where China attacks Australia. But what I can imagine, and there's 1,000 reasons for it, what I can imagine is a war between the United States and China, which we in Australia can't deter. What we've got to be able to do is deter collateral attacks on this nation out of a war between those two nations.
And indeed, Jim, we've discussed this in the course of the year, haven't we? I think a lot of Australians would probably be surprised. I see many in the strategic community, even Paul Dibb and Hugh White, saying, that there's still a choice were Taiwan to be invaded. But my assessment would be that it is impossible for the PLA to leave Australia unimpeded on the table while we host that enormous and seamlessly integrated US ground station network through our outback and some other facilities which we won't go into in detail, but we're integrated into the US space warfighting system, are we not? And so any operation against Taiwan would involve at least blinding Australia, and that would entail, if not kinetic force, some kind of electromagnetic attack on us, surely.
And we're getting the kind of cyber attack that you're implying every day of the week.
Yeah.
And I think that we are probably maintaining a defence against that relatively well. The government's put an awful lot of money into exactly that. But I think that there are many ways that such a war might start. Taiwan is the flavour of the month, really. A lot of people are talking about that. But Taiwan, in my view, a Chinese attack to recover Taiwan as its own province is something that you can't just put in a square and say, well, this is between China and Taiwan.
Absolutely.
This has global implications.
Yeah.
If, for example, the Chinese decide to act on Taiwan and America doesn't act, then no one in Southeast Asia is going to take America seriously ever again. 25 million people who standing in contradistinction between an authoritarian China and a democratic Chinese society, fabulously wealthy and successful, that we've let go back. It was bad enough with Hong Kong. And the question then becomes, if America has to act, what does Australia do?
Absolutely.
And I'm sure there are contingency plans somewhere in the organisation for these. I think the challenge is much, much bigger. If, of course, Taiwan is going to be aggressively attacked by the Chinese, then they've somehow got to handle the nuclear submarines, American nuclear subs, which sit in the area. They've somehow got to manage crossing 100 kilometres of strait by sea or by air. They've got to somehow manage the American facilities on Guam and in Japan and maybe even in Darwin. This is why I say you can't just look at Taiwan as a separate and neat construct, which something happens there and it doesn't happen everywhere.
Precisely.
This will happen all over the world. What would Iran say if America was tied down in the South China Sea? What would the Russians do in the Baltic if America was tied down in the South China Sea? God knows what North Korea would do.
And of course, you've got the situation where the Chinese do have vulnerabilities, don't they? They still are more reliant on Middle Eastern oil than they would like to be. And the United States Fifth Fleet has the capacity to choke them through the Straits of Hormuz and those traffic points.
Yeah, because I'm all about space. No trouble, all about space. No trouble. There we go. Yeah, sorry, mommy. All about space. No trouble, all about space. No trouble, all about space. All about space, no trouble. All about space. Well, I'm bringing booty back, yeah, baby. That's what I say. Mm-hmm. Well, my mama said, go back to fly.
A solemn day in America, whether you like President Trump or not.
Solemn day.
The two-term impeached president, that's tough. It's a test for our constitutional democracy.
Test from God.
Around 1 p.m., House managers perform their sacred
Test from God, my brother.
as they move with the documents and their charges from the House side to the Senate side. A formation, a march, so to speak, that we have seen, unfortunately, before in this country. It happened at about 1 p.m. this afternoon. Okay.
The rascal.
I think it's a joke. And probably so do you.
It is a joke. Marching over there, turning them in pieces like goddamn bastards. God damn you, you bastards. God damn you. God damn you.
I was thinking about Alfalfa and Spanky and Dorothy and Bush. Because whenever I got mad and upset about what was happening, I realized, remember, this is a joke, this is a sham, and it shouldn't be happening. We gotta keep our spirits up. They are trying to delegitimize our president, President Trump, going forward. I don't want that to happen, and I don't think you do either. But they're doing their best to make this a very solemn, serious occasion. All right, we gotta go through it. They do have, as you know, procedures, rules, and protocol, but very little common sense on Capitol Hill. So they had to go through the motions of deciding whether or not this is all constitutional. They've already made up their minds. The House manager, the prosecutor, so to speak, Jamie Raskin, the lead one, he started things off.
Senators, this cannot be our future. This cannot be the future of America. We cannot have presidents inciting and mobilizing mob violence against our government and our institutions because they refuse to accept the will of the people under the Constitution of the United States.
I think he was laying it on a little bit too thick. Don't you? Yes, he was. And by the way, Jamie Raskin, he wanted to overturn election results in January of 17 when Donald Trump was about to win the electoral count in the Giants. All right. Nevertheless, they presented some evidence, and we've seen this stuff before. We've seen the videos. I was struck, though, by how amateurish it was all put together. Seriously, it was like they got some seventh grader who also mows lawns to edit this stuff. I've seen better jobs on Rachel Maddow, but here it is.
Oh, stop the steal. Today I will lay out just some of the evidence proving that we won this election, and we won it by a landslide. This was not a close election. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be here with you. We're going to walk down. We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
Okay, what you saw there was some selective editing, some deceptive editing, some sloppy editing, but you didn't see real evidence. No, not when you present it like that. And you leave out anything that's remotely exculpatory, all right? That shows that President Trump was not inciting a riot. They all purposely left that out. We knew they would do it, but it's still wild when they actually do. So,
Damn
Sean
them
Sullivan,
bitches.
Black Lives Matter activist, also a videographer for House impeachment managers. They're using his footage to make their case against President Trump. All right. So that went on and on and on. I got rather tedious, rather boring. You know, we've all seen this stuff before. And then it was time for the defense, led by Bruce Castor. He was first. He was on the show last week. I think he has something about the lay tactic in mind. He talks for a while. It wasn't the most riveting testimony, but I think there's a method to what they're doing here. Then came David Schoen, a litigator, does a lot of work in Alabama. He was sharp. He was compelling, and he made
Yeah.
the case that all this is, well, first off, unconstitutional.
This is nothing less than the political weaponization of the impeachment process. Pure, raw sport, fueled by the misguided idea of party over country, when in fact both will surely suffer.
Yeah,
I
buddy.
promise you that if these proceedings go forward, everyone will look bad. You will see and hear many members of our Congress saying and doing things they must surely regret. But perhaps far worse, in a moment of personal shame, in a world in which history passes from our memories in a moment, our great country, a model for all the world, will be far more divided, and our standing around the world will be badly broken.
Absolutely.
A great case. He was compelling. He didn't follow. He talked for a long time, but it didn't seem like it was a long time. And the video evidence that he submitted that shows what hypocrites Democrats are in this situation. It was compelling. It was well done. It was professionally put together. I'll show it to you right now.
It is a function of the insatiable lust for impeachment in the House for the past 4 years. Consider this. I want to say this for Donald Trump, who I may well be voting to impeach.
Donald Trump has already done a number of things which legitimately raise the question of impeachment.
I don't respect this president, and I will fight every day until he is impeached.
That is grounds to start impeachment proceedings. Those are grounds to start impeachment. Those are grounds to start impeachment proceedings. Yes, I think that's grounds to start impeachment proceedings.
I rise today, Mr. Speaker, to call for the impeachment of the President of the United States of America. I continue to say, impeach him! Impeach him!
Bitch.
We're calling upon the House to begin impeachment hearings immediately on the impeachment of Donald Trump. You vote yes or no?
I will vote yes.
Of course you would.
Because we're gonna go in there and we're gonna impeach them.
But the fact
We're gonna
is,
impeach
I
motherfuckers?
of impeachment
Yeah.
in July of 2017.
If we don't impeach this president, he will get reelected.
The last read of impeachment and impeachment hearings, he needs to swallow out his chest.
Representatives should begin impeachment proceedings against this president.
It is time to begin impeachment charges against him. Bring impeachment charges.
My personal view is that he richly deserves impeachment.
God damn it.
Pretty compelling, right? Hypocrites and prejudice, okay? Can't really say that prejudice against the case, already, because they already made up their minds about the man. That's what's happening. Prejudice about Donald Trump, and so blatant about it. All right, so they did vote on the constitutionality of this case, so it will move forward. It's a formality, I guess, but they're going to debate the merits of the accusations of the impeachment counts tomorrow for a couple of days. We'll see. We'll be following it. Let's do this what Joe Biden is doing. The White House told us that he would not be watching television because we, the White House staff, have been too busy around here.
Yeah, right.
Meeting in the Oval Office, but there isn't that much energy around the White House and around Joe Biden. I mean, look at this. This is obviously, I don't know.
Dang.
What do you want to call?
Dang.
He's running the country. I need people in Washington, D.C., in key positions all over the government, some outside the government, saying that, you know, who's really running the show here? Ron Klain, his chief of staff, Susan Rice, I think she's the top domestic advisor. That's her title. And guess who? Barack Obama. These are the three most powerful people in America right now. Far more powerful than Joe Biden. I don't think he really cares. He's just happy to be there. We'll see. Who knows? You think Joe's really running this kind of swearing, telling him what's what? I don't get that sense, and neither do my sources. So, now that he's president, we're getting to know Joe Biden. We're seeing things that maybe we didn't see before. He's a little bit clumsy.
Some of them did.
He got on Air Force One as president, and it was almost catastrophic. Alright. I'm nitpicking a little bit, but I'm sorry, President Biden, it comes with the territory. We have a man, everybody's looking and watching, and I've noticed something about you. Actually, from the heart sincere, it's Thursday. You're taking those stairs, running with this whole trying to convince everybody that you're a man of vitality. I've seen you run down ramps, run on stage, run off stage. It's gonna catch up with you.
Yeah, it is.
To see it. Take it easy, okay?
You bastard, you gonna have a stroke?
78. Okay, shouldn't be running and trying to prove to everybody that he's 68. You know who understood this very well? President Trump. Every time he took the steps, he was very careful. Hand on the banister, he went up. This is actually one of the faster sequences. I've seen him go very slow on the steps. You know why that is? He was acutely aware and remembered vividly the unfortunate antics of Gerald Ford.
Gerald Ford.
So it's gonna be no fall out of the road. But Ford, remember?
Yeah,
That
really.
was the Hollywood video. Yeah. But he was talking about Gerald Ford. Remember? Do you remember?
Ah.
Gerald Ford fell here
Oh!
and could never live it down. From that point on, he was the butt of jokes, Saturday Night Live. Well, who is it? President Trump, they got him for other stuff, didn't they? But they never got him for falling down, right? He was always careful. So seriously, my advice to President Biden, Mr. President, walk, don't run, and maybe also don't ride. Okay? The bicycle. He's riding way too fast.
Yeah, because it's all about the bass, no trouble. All about the bass, no trouble. All about the bass, no trouble. All about the bass. I'm bringing booty back. Let me tell you, baby. That's where it's at. Can't watch more of that bullshit, man. It's all but bullshit. Why are they doing this to us? Why must we endure this bullshit for the second time? 'Cause it's bullshit. God help me. Help me, Lord. Help me keep my sanity when the whole world around me is collapsing. Well, bring it back. What? What? Military tribunal? Buddha. From the bottom to the top. Well, my mama done told me, don't worry about your side. 1.4 million jobs lost and $15 minimum wage. That's about right. Bottom to the top. Well, my mama.
Now, let's talk about, you talked a lot on outside of the show, you don't need the pump up, it's just, you guys know what the young talks about on Sunday, mate, congratulations. About the Great Reset, which essentially is using COVID to reorganise the economy, and to give you a little version of that here in Australia, we're reading today, there are backbenchers inside the Labor Party saying, part of the COVID recovery is Labor is sharpening its policy focus according to the Financial Review at the Albanese, talking about this in part today, said this in Queensland.
I said very clearly, in accordance with what I received, the election review, that we would have an ambitious agenda, but I wouldn't be one that had more than 280 costed policies. That's around about 6 times more than any of the other political parties had at the last election. We all have measures and a narrative that's clearly understood.
Now, of course, he's talking about a leak that was about 5 budget savings, right? Great, I'm all in, but we know that no one's going to be finding any major budget savings. But we know, Build Back Better, the other Great Reset, whichever happens to be, it's marched through lots of areas of our society. And I'm surprised that, again, we're not hearing too much about this yet here in Australia, but I can feel between now and the next election we're going to hear a lot.
Yeah, and I applaud Scott Morrison and the coalition for being sensible enough to recognise that Build Back Better and these slogans, like Black Lives Matter, they sound great, but if you actually delve into what they stand for and what the agenda is, they're very, very sinister. The entire COVID swapping into becoming climate change is the great fantasy of the left, of great fantasy of governments that can't get elected in other ways, but they love the power that COVID has given them, the ability to tell people what, to shut down small businesses and to transfer the wealth across to their mates and all the rest of it. They love this, and they're determined. They tell us, not us, they tell us that they want to see the same measures used for climate change.
Now, Pauline, best thing is that you get to, of course, within the federal parliament. The worst thing is that you have to listen to Green speeches. Do you hear much of this coming out of the mouths of people who are already in the parliament, suggesting that COVID is an opportunity for us to ...
The full parliament, dot, dot, dot. And I feel that there has been this agenda set, part of the global reset, Paul, and I hear that there's a socialist agenda that's going on worldwide to destroy our democracy and destroy family unity. And that is actually what is happening. So when we hear this rubbish that's being rights like now, that freedom of the year, that's actually being passed. So you can't have year. I see this as encroaching on our rights and slowly changing it. Talk about, Ron, you said congratulations to Scott Morrison here. You're standing up to it. Well, I don't see it. Whenever I put up the nominee for Parliament,
Well, my mama said, don't worry about your side. Shut the fuck up. I'm so tired of this shit. I can't stand no more. I can't listen to no more. That's it, buddy. I'm done. Screw the news. Screw it all. It's time for some yucks, some laughs. I've had enough. Please, Lord. I really had enough, Dad. I had me enough. Way on too much. Got a little damn truth. Hmm. Hmm. On the bottom, top, head. My mama. Well, my mama told me, don't worry about your life. Oh, triple man. Ah, that Lord man. Ah, well, my mama told me, don't worry about your life. Ooh, cause boys like a little more booty to hold than that. Well, now won't be no stick figures, silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, well, move along. No, because I'm all about to make me. No, I think I'll go to bed. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to bed.